And I'm live. How are you? Woohoo! Had to move around a little bit today. And I got a cough candy this morning just so I'm not hacking and spitting. How are you guys today? I know I have a little bit of a cold coming on, I think. The weather has been just nasty. Thought I'd show you something while I got you online. This is a turkey feather from one of my turkeys. The turkey that gave me this feather, his name is Earl. And so I don't know if you know about birds, but twice a year they do what's called a molt where they lose all their feathers. And a turkey has beautiful feathers. So I use my turkey's feathers for healing fans. So I make fans to sell and to, I don't know, use on people and all that kind of good stuff and to teach. So that's what I did. So I have a couple people that I'm going to call for first. I have two people that requested stones this morning. The first one would be Kat. And good morning, Kat. And I know the cat is driving and cannot get to the phone. So, Kat, I hope you're listening, and this is for you. This is your first. You're sitting in number 5. Oh my gosh, what is it like to be a human? So we come from these beautiful star beings, right? So think of yourself as this big expansion of light. And now all of a sudden you've come into this body and your beautiful light is being contained in a tight little space. And it can feel awful sometimes. It can feel something isn't right. And allow yourself to start expanding. Just send that essence, just close your eyes and just expand yourself. And as you expand yourself, allow yourself to visualize anything you want. It can be colors, it can be sound, it can be anything, but send your beautiful energy out so that you're not all tied up inside and being stuck inside this body. So allow your beautiful essence to just release today. So as you're driving, because I know you're driving for a living, so as you're driving, just expand your energy out on the road and all around you, and really really pay attention to all this stuff and how it feels to expand your body. You're also sitting in care today, and that care could be self-care, but it could be care for others, care for thoughts, care for everything that we feed ourselves is food, is thoughts, is feelings, is all this stuff. And this containing of your body is really starting to affect you. So give your body some care today and give it a release so that it's not so tight and wound up. And good morning, everybody. I see you all popping on. Thank you very much. And then you are also sitting in letting go. That's what I'm talking about. It's actually the exact thing I'm talking about is letting go of all that energy that you're holding on to. I'm tight inside here. I need to relax and let it go. Whether that be through deep breathing, whether it be for getting out and shaking yourself off every so often, really, really, really let go. Don't keep that body so tight and wound up today. Wow. Heather, and you are the next one. So Heather kind of has a standing order in because she just can't seem to get on. She watches sometimes, but can't seem to write in the comments. So we're gonna do a stone for Heather. Heather, you are sitting on 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the cycles of natural law. Oh man, look around you today. Pay attention to how the leaves are changing their colors. I love it. So when the leaves are starting to change, think of us too, as we've gone through something where we've birthed, we were that little sprout, then we became the beautiful leaf, and now that series, that section, the teachings are over and is starting to dry up, change colors. It's going to fall down to the ground and it's going to become food for the root system, and just allow all those memories and all those cycles of things that have come and grown and moved with you, just allow them to trickle down and let them go and become fertilizer for the next seed that you're going to develop, because you're in this beautiful state of transformation and change. You're also sitting in need. You have a little bit of needs today, just like the plants need the needs as well. The plants need nourishment, the plants need care. And you, just like the plants, allow yourself to care for yourself. If you were looking at, you're talking, go to get a mirror and talk to the mirror and tell the mirror all the things that you would like to say to that person. And do you like the person looking back? And I can tell you, there was a time I wouldn't look in a mirror. And when I did look in a mirror, I looked right at my eyes, and that was all I would look at because I didn't like the person looking back. So now, here and tell that person all those beautiful things that you read about them, that you love about them, and let them know that you're there. Because if you were really the person that needed help, what a better person to go to than yourself? You know all your secrets, you know all you, and allow yourself to care for you today. That's really an important day for you. You're also sitting in the ordinariness of life. Life just doesn't seem to be exciting right now. It seems to be, I'm in a rut. Well, the best way to get out of a rut is do something different. If I would normally do this at this time, change it up, change things around, get out of your rut, do something, one thing today that you haven't done in a long time or never at all. One thing today. What is it that would be different, that would break that routine, that rut up for today? So have fun with that one. Good morning, Kim. How are you, my love? Ooh, one more weekend and then I get to see you. Kim is sitting in. Oh, I pulled a. That's interesting. I pulled a great teacher out of the wrong bucket. So that's odd. That doesn't normally happen. So here we go. So you're sitting on 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14's at the top of the wheel. That is plants, but that is also instinct. I and I think you got this the other day. I instinctually know what I'm supposed to be doing, but there's a rough patch coming in here. There's some, it's almost like you're going through a turbulence today. Even though I know what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm going to want to resist it just for the heck of it. Just I'm going to resist. I'm gonna, if I see that the river's requiring me to go one way, I'm going to try to paddle against the river to go the other way. I'm going to stir up shit today, even though it doesn't require it. So you're going to be a little testy. You're going to be a little on the, I don't know, spicy side today. So stand back, everybody. You're also sitting in love today. That love of self, love yourself. So when you're in that feisty mode and you're in that, geez, I think I kind of want to pick a fight. I want to pick an argument today. When you're is sitting in that, then stop and go, you know what? But I'm also sitting in great teacher of love. Can I love myself? Can I love that other person or circumstance that's happening where I don't need to cause trouble, where I don't need um, to scratch the surface anymore? I can just sit in the flow of it and love yourself. Have a good chuckle because humor is important too. And actually, it's funny because Chewin is coming forward. Chewin is the galactic master, and he's number 11, and he's kind of popping in. He's a monkey, and he's just swinging on these branches, and he's kind of taking away her things in front of her. So you may find that things are misplaced today. You got that jokester hanging around you. So instead of getting frustrated about it, just start to laugh about it, and then go with the flow. Could be a little fun day. I'm slowing down, but don't stop. So it says slow down the motion, slow down the testiness, slow down the procedure, slow down everything, but don't stop. But you don't have to go full bore because today you're going to feel that I really want to rush into stuff. And it's saying, don't rush into anything today. Slow down, take a look, and then walk with caution, walk with knowledge. Okay. Woo. Good morning, Debbie, and I get to see you tomorrow. How beautiful is that? I'm so excited. And Debbie is sitting in 5, 10, 15, and 1 is 16. 16 is the great teacher itself. So, what is the great teachers that you're sitting in really amplified today? And you are sitting in rage. So, whatever is happening today, and these things are going to start popping up throughout the day. You're going to feel it amplified because you're sitting in the great teacher and you're with the great teacher of rage today. So, all I want you to do when you're feeling it and you're feeling it boil, give it a release valve. And in this case, it's tone, it's sound. Ah, ooh, whatever sound wants to come out today, let it come out. Maybe even turn on a song and sing to the song to but belt it out and really, really make sound today as you're going about your day. Tapping on here, feel the vibration in your body when you do that. And feel it trickle down. That will break up the rage that is starting to boil inside you today. So I would have a tendency to do that, and it's a wonderful thing. Or did you remember as a kid and your kids were making a bunch of noise, you go la 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 la, do the same thing. La 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 la. You want to break that sound up. Also, you're sitting in silence. Woohoo. So silence. Now, this is cool because I'm telling you to make sound. This is telling you to have silence. What's going to happen? You're in a duality as part of that rage because I'm sitting in the rage of it. I'm going, holy smokes, grandmother's telling me to make sound, and yet I don't want to make sound. I'm sitting in, I want to be quiet today, but make the sound and allow that to even stir that rage that you're holding on to. Don't sit silent today. Don't do it. And that's what you're going to have a tendency to want to do. So go against the grade, get rid of the sound, and allow that rage to unfold. That's funny. Barbara, you're sitting. Hello, Barbara. Good morning, beautiful souls. Good morning, sunny day. It's kind of a gloomy day here. Sorry about that one, but I hope that you are having a sunny day. I wish that we were. It's been raining for the last few days, and I have my class all weekend, so I've been out there talking to the weather and the element of wind and the element of rain and water. And I'm going, please don't rain on my parade this weekend. So you're sitting in the zero count. The zero is the everything. Now, the Mayans were the first culture to bring in a zero in the number system, so that because of them we're able to move forward and count things in groups of tens and that system. And often everyone thinks of zero. Zero is nothing. Zero. Zero. Zero is the most important number because zero encompasses everything. So it doesn't matter what you're looking at today, what you're doing today, it's going to be amplified. Everything's going to be amplified today. And you have a choice to make today. There's a big choice actually to make. And it's asking you to don't look at the small picture. Pull your vision line back and take a look at the big picture. Because when you're zeroed in, focused in on what you think the problem is or the question or the decision is, there's actually a whole bunch of consequences to that decision. So it's asking you to pull back and take a look at the big picture of that decision. How will it look like 6 months from now, a year from now? Is that something that you really, really want to do right now? And make that decision based on the larger picture, not that zeroed in picture. It's actually an important message. And you're sitting in the physical today. So the physical can be your physical body. What does it physically feel like today? Be aware of that. Geez, so for me, I've got arthritis. Joints are just on fire because it's been raining for days. So because it's been raining for days, my arthritis flares up. I know that. So now I have a conversation with my body. That's what I want you to do. Have a conversation with your body. So if your arm is hurting or your fingers are hurting or your foot, doesn't matter. Whatever it is, have a conversation with it and thank it for all the things that you've done with it and all the joyful times that you've had with it. And then ask it how you can help it. So in my case, my joints are all screaming, help, help, help. And I'm going, okay, I remember, falling off horses and horseback riding. And I remember falling out of trees and doing all this stuff. I've damaged my body over the years. So I'm going to, when I get off of here, I'm going to put a few essential oils in my hot tub and I'm going to sit in that and I'm going to allow myself to just really bask in it. And when I get out, I'm going to put magnesium on me because that magnesium will help fill and repair my joints. So that's what I'm going to do. You listen to your body. What is your body telling you? And if you go, I don't really know what it wants me to do, just close your eyes and do the first thing that comes to mind, because that's usually the right thing. Woohoo. So it's learning to trust yourself. You got it. And you're also sitting in possibilities. So we have all possibilities today. Everything is at your fingertips. And what do you want? What do you truly want? And then again, take a look at that bird up there. The bird is flying high because it's looking at that great big point of view. It's not zeroed in, really, really tiny, looking really close. It's pulled back way up high, looking at the entire picture. And it's reinforcing, take a look at the bigger picture before you make a decision. Okay, that's a big one. Good morning, Mary. How are you this morning, my love? Mary is on almost every day. So, Mary, oh boy, I love this stone. I just do, because I remember the day I found it. So this one here is Earth. And take a look at those rings of Earth. And I love watching, as a matter of fact, I was watching a show the other day where they were in Egypt and they were going through layers of dirt. They were talking about, oh, at this point there was an eruption, and at this point this happened, and the layers told a story. And Earth tells a story, and all the rings on a tree tell a story. You also tell a story. And what is the rings of your life? Take a look today and do some reminiscing. I want to journal about my life, and it's coming in strong. Leave a journal. This is who I am. This is my life story. Begin your life story. Start writing it out. And even if it's only for yourself, start writing this story out, because this story is all the beautiful layers of you. And just just do whatever comes in it. You're not making it so that you're publishing it. You're making it to get it out of your system, to get it out, acknowledge it, so that if you've got some stuff in there that needs to be cleaned up, you can do it. It's like having a big dustpan and you're scooping away what doesn't need to be, but then you're allowing your story to unfold. It's beautiful. And do it with power today. What is the good thing about it? You're also sitting in patience. Have patience for yourself today. It can be a little frustrating to want things. I want to be at end point. I want to start here and I want to end there. But actually, what happens is we never start and end. We're always in a continuous circle. You're just going around another circle. That's it. You're just going around your circle, and just allow it to be. And every time you pass that same spot, you go, yeah, I've been here before, but that's okay, because now I got a new scope on where I'm going, and I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to do it a different way, or maybe I choose to do it the same way. It's up to you. You also are in the rebirthing stage, which is exactly what I'm saying. You're in that cycle of death and rebirth. I'm going through it, I'm moving forward, and I'm moving again. And then I'm going to go through it, I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to go it again. You don't have to keep carrying the other stuff. And like the rings of the tree, you can let go. You can let go when you've passed it, and just circle around and start another one, start another ring, start a whole new point of view where you're going. So start your new ring. Love it. And good morning. ELIF. Ilf. Boy, I'm really sorry, because I'm gonna get a nickname for you. I'm gonna call you E. Hello, my love, and thank you for letting me butcher your name so badly. So you are sitting in 15, the collective consciousness of all humans. So what you're thinking could be what someone else is thinking. Have you ever started a conversation and someone else has finished it, or that you started to say something and someone else has saying, "Hey, I was just thinking that." Well, this is kind of what's happening today. You're going to be very aware, and you're going to be picking up information from others all around you today. So no matter what you're doing or where you're going, know that you're going to be able to tap into all their energy. Now, this is important, because what type of energy do you want to tap into? So, if you're hanging around with people that are not necessarily happy, and they're always looking at the negative and that kind of stuff, you may pick up that energy today. So, be aware of who you're hanging with, where you're on Facebook or any type of social media, and just be aware of what you're watching today, because you really, really are receptive to all the collective consciousness that's out there. So if you want to be happy, check in happy. If you want to be kind of sad or angry, then you're going to check into that kind of stuff. But no, you get to choose how you're going to feel today. So hang out and attract what you want to bring in. You're also sitting in feelings today. Your feelings could be pretty much hyper today. So I feel like I want to cry today, or I feel like I'm angry today, or I'm just getting jarred up over things that triggering me left, right, and center, and I'm not sure why. It's the energy. That's why, because you're sitting on the collective consciousness of all humans, and therefore your own feelings are going to be heightened right along with it. So just know that it's what I'm hanging around with, is what I'm picking up from the collective. I don't have to own it. I'm going to give it back. And you're sitting in the card of the Lovers today. So that's always a lovely one. And it's reinforcing. If I want to sit in the calmness, in the love of being a human, in that higher vibration of the collective consciousness, then I can tap into that. I have that ability. I'm going to tap in there. But if you find yourself slipping and you're sitting in the lower vibration, oh, no, no, I'm going to love myself enough that I'm going to raise out of there. And I'm not going to pay attention to the lower vibrations today. They're going to want to talk to you, but don't go up high. Okay. Ah, Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Good morning, everyone. She's got a red circle with a D in it. And I haven't seen the name spelled like that before. You are sitting in 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You're in 19 of the great teachers, pure science. And pure science is the Kundalini. It is that Kundalini DNA energy that comes up us. And you've brought in all these cellular memories from ancestors, from past lives, and decipher what it is that you're feeling today, because you're bringing in a repeat of a cellular memory. But I'm almost thinking that what you're carrying isn't yours. It could be an ancestor. It could be a mother down the, I think it's the feminine line is kind of feeding into that right now. So it could be from a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, somebody down the road. And you're picking up their DNA trauma that got brought into you, and you're recycling that trauma right now. So the best way to do that is a karmic tie, or I love you, Ho'oponopono Ono. And you can Google it, but is in a sense it's, and I change it around all the time for myself, so I don't have it the exact way that they say. But I love myself. I love you. I'm sorry for. I forgive myself for. I love you. And I always start that. And again, I do it different every time, because every time I'm always called in to do it a different way, and trust your instincts on this. But do I love you and the Ho'oponopono Ono, because it's super, super important. And that will help with that DNA strand that's spinning right now, that trauma that you're sitting, that actually someone else sat in, that you're carrying. And you're also sitting in feelings. Your feelings could be pretty hyper today because of this trauma that you're carrying for someone else. So allow it to go. And I just love you. I love you. I'm going to let it go. I love you. I'm going to let it go, and continue that, because you don't need to carry someone else's burdens. But part of the DNA strands, when we come in as a human, that's exactly what happens. We pick up all these little threads because we have chosen to pick up those little threads. So know that it's okay. It's okay. And it will be okay. But just let it go. Acknowledge it, Ho'oponopono Ono, and let it go. And you're also sitting in the new vision. You get to choose. You get to choose your light. You get to choose your doorway. You get to choose where you're going right now. And you're sitting in that beautiful vision. Whoa, I got upside down. You could be upside down. You could go like that. And if you shoot that arrow, where's it going to land? It's going to land right in your heart. It's going to land right in that beautifulness of you. And allow yourself to really shine today and see that beautifulness of you. Aho. Excuse me. Okay, Debbie, I did you. um, and who is this? And Antrex. Hello, hello. And Antrex, let's see what you have this morning. You 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the cycles of natural law. That's that same thing. And there's also this stone here is a broken stone. Now, I found this on a walking path one day and I actually tripped over it. And I picked it up and I threw it. And when I threw it, it actually came back. It kind of bounced back at me. So I picked it up and I went, okay, clearly it's meant to be here. And then when I journeyed to it, it asked to be this number. And it is representing abundance for you. So the cycle of natural law is I have and then I take, and then I have and then I give. I mean, so it's the give and the take, and that give and take today is strong. So know that no matter what comes in, if I get abundance coming my way, or when I do, take a little piece of that abundance and share it with someone who isn't sitting in abundance right now, who can benefit from you. But the kicker, don't take a photo of yourself doing it. Don't acknowledge it on Facebook. Hey, look, the beautiful thing I just did. Just silently do it. My grandfather used to tell me, and this was way obviously before internet. And he said to me, he said, Karen, we were out one day and it was cold and it was in Manitoba where I was raised, and there was a gentleman with no jacket, and he was walking, and he was all bundled up, and he had a sweater on. My grandfather pulled over, and he had a great big down coat, and he took his jacket off, and he gave it to the man. And the man said, "I have nothing to give you back but my sweater." My grandfather said, "No, no, I don't want your sweater." And the gentleman said, "But I need to be able to give you back something in return, so please take my sweater." So my grandfather took the sweater and the gentleman took the coat and off they went. But my grandfather never told a soul. He never told anybody for years and years and years. Nobody knew about it. And it was just, and I asked him about it. And I said, Grandpa, why did you do that? And he said to me, he said, if you tell somebody what you did, it undoes what you did. And I often think of that when I see politicians out there with their stupid photo shoots. And it's like, they're doing it for publicity. They're not doing it from heart space. So take a look at that. But yeah, it's time for you today to give and share your abundance. So I love it. You're also sitting in fear today. So something's kind of nagging at you in the back of your head. You're kind of going, I've got a little bit of worries right now, a little bit of concerns right now, and I'm not sure what's happening or what decisions I need to make. And the best thing that I could ask you is just ask your guides, and then muscle test. So should I? And then ask your body, and maybe your answer is yes, or say I should, and say what it is, and then say I shouldn't, and say what it is, and see how your body responded both ways. That will tell you your answer. Don't ask other people. Other people don't know because they're not you. So ask your guides. And you're also sitting in the dream. And we are all part of this beautiful dream. Have you heard the dreamer who's awakened? We are the dreamers who are awakening. We are awakening to the fact that we get to choose. We get to choose our life. We get to choose our beautiful experience. And we were such brave souls to come into this world at this time. There's a reason we're here. We're here to shine light. We're here to just be a beacon for everyone else. That's why we're here. And that's why you're here. So celebrate that and really, really, really share your abundance today. Okay. Excuse me. So now I'm going to go on to Tamar, Tam, and then I think that's a hyphen or apostrophe. I'm not sure what those things are called. R, Tamar. Loves the name, by the way. Never heard of that. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 on the earth count is pure science. That is, again, that family heritage, that kundalini that comes up. 19, but 19 here, because 19 was just kind of pulling me over here. I have a list beside me of the Mayans. So the Mayans have a little bit deeper teachings on some of this stuff. And the 19 for the Mayans is freedom. And I see you feeling like you're kind of not free. I'm not free to flap my wings. I'm all tangled up. I'm tangled up with other people's um opinions of me. I'm tangled up with red tape. So it's telling you to break free of those ties, break free of everyone that's trying to keep you not locked down, and just shake it off and say, no, I'm not going to do that. And I'm going to do what's right in my heart, what's right for me. As long as you're doing no harm and you're doing what's right for you in the light, There's nothing wrong with that. So just allow yourself to be you. And trust me, I get a lot of people going poo poo, poo poo. You can't do, you can't do. I get that all the time. But I just shake it off because I can do. I know I wouldn't get this call from spirit if I wasn't meant to do it. So that's what I do. And trust yourself as well. You're also sitting in sex. So, sex of number six, and sex doesn't necessarily mean having sex, but it means the sexuality of who you are. Look at your sexuality. We all have masculine and feminine. We all have light and dark. Take a look at the masculine and feminine. And do you lean farther one way than the other? Because we ideally want to sit in balance. So if you were to think of the masculine on one side and the feminine on the other, and this beautiful infinite sign, we're meant to sit in the middle. Now, I actually have a tendency to lean towards the masculine side, not so much the feminine side. As I've been getting older, I'm leaning more and more and more to the feminine side of that dreamer, of just allowing things to happen, of not being so career driven, not being so just I have to get things done. I have to get everything in order. So allow yourself the flow of life and to try to sit in the middle and the balance of masculine and feminine today. So if you are mostly on the masculine side, allow a little bit of the feminine side. If you're mostly on the feminine side, allow a little bit of the masculine side and try to get yourself a little balanced out today. I love it. That's actually a pretty good day. And I don't remember if I did a card for you. So you're also sitting in, actually, okay, so you're sitting in projections as well, for we are projections of each other. And this is exactly what I'm talking about with the masculine and feminine. See how the one is at the other, and the light and the dark, how we literally view each other. So when someone else is viewing to you, you are viewing back to them, but they are looking at you through your lens. When you are looking at someone else, you're actually looking at them through your lens. So it's some, and I'll give you a prime example. If you have somebody who really, really is everything they say, you're going, oh, that's all sunshine and roses and lovely. And then they've said something to upset you, and then everything they say after that is all bad. It's like, oh yeah, they're just saying that, and we find the negative because we are looking at them through our own lens. And that's the same thing with the masculine and the feminine. If I'm looking at life through the feminine point of view, where I'm in the dreamer and things can just flow and I'm all airy and fluffy and lovey, that's how I'm going to look at life. But if I look at life through the masculine lens, where I'm looking at things that I've got to get things done, I'm responsible, I've got all this, I'm career driven, I'm all that kind of stuff. If I'm looking at life that way, I don't have so much fun anymore because a lot of the whimsy goes out. So you're looking for the balance, okay? So that just reaffirms that. I love it. And now, Debbie, okay. Lizzie 77. Good morning. I will see you soon, Luisha. I haven't read your card yet, though. So anyway, so here we go. So this is for Lizzie 77. You're sitting in 16. 16 is the great teachers. So literally, it is the great teachers, and we're going to come right into that, and you're going to be amplified a whole lot today. So, oh, it's a big one. You're sitting in loneliness today. Loneliness, where you can be in a crowd of people and feel like you don't belong. You can be, it's just, you're just going to feel like you're not fitting in with everybody else. Everyone else is doing something, and I'm there, but I just don't feel like I fit in. What can I do? Best thing to do when we sit into that energy, because we all do it from time to time, sit back and people watch. Just sit back and people watch, and then imagine their life and imagine where they're going and what they're doing. You ever see an airplane in the sky? Imagine, where are all those people going, and are they having a good time? Are they going for a funeral? Are they going for a wedding? Why are they going in that airplane? What was so important that they had to get on the airplane and travel somewhere? Maybe they're going home. Who knows? So just allow yourself to get out of your own stuff and people watch and imagine life from all around you, okay? You're also sitting in, hold on, I'm not done. You're also sitting in the breakthrough. So that's awesome. So things have been pretty tough lately and I haven't been fitting in and I don't feel quite like everyone else. But you know what? The breakthrough is right there. You just got to punch through it. And today could be that day. Today could be the day when I'm drifting into other things, other thoughts. I'm going to get out of my own way and I'm just going to have fun today. I'm just going to allow the joy of being me today. And then let's see how that breakthrough goes. So I hope you have a good day today. Good morning, Loisha. I get to see you in a couple of hours. How are you today? Loisha is sitting. Oh, Loisha, it's a big day today. Um, that resonates. Thank you. So you, Luisha, you're sitting in 5, 10, 15, 20, death and rebirth, right smack in the middle of the medicine wheel. That is that changing of the guard. Everything that you've been doing is coming full circle. You're going to let it go and you're going to be that rebirthing stage. So it actually is very fitting because you've been away from the teachings all summer and now all of a sudden you're coming back into the teachings and you're going, okay, let's get her done. Let's go. And now you're coming in with a new attitude, a new vision, a new way of looking at, new perspective of what you're walking into. And it is going to be beautiful. And it is the architect heart because the Mayan number was calling in. And when I look at that, it's that ancient heart, that heart knowledge, the knowledge of who you are. And don't analyze what comes in. Everything we do this weekend, go with flow. It's okay and allow it to be because you are the grandmother energy this weekend and other people need that energy just like I need that energy. So, and you're also sitting in raw power. You've got it, everything today, and you might find that people are gravitating to you because and allow that to happen and sit in that beautiful grandmother energy of who you are and sit with pride. I'm looking so forward to having the weekend with you. And you're also sitting in exhaustion. You're a little bit tired right now. So I know that you've had a big drive yesterday to get all the way out here. Luisha comes all the way from Medicine Hat just to take my teachings, which is, I don't know, what, 5 hours or something, 6 hours to drive. So Luisha, thank you for that. And she's a little bit tired. She's just kind of feeling a little bit down, a little bit maybe. So we're going to shake it off and we're going to get out there and we're going to enjoy the land. We're going to maybe even lay on the land for a little bit and talk to the trees. We are going to ground ourselves into this beautiful space. And I think what I'm going to get you to do for me, Luisha, is I need the yard smudged and I need the teepee smudged and all around. And I'm going to get you to do that so you can now tap into that beautiful energy of the land. If I forget, and you know me, I usually forget everything, go ahead and remind me that I said this because I'm getting a download. So when I talk to people, I get a download from spirit. It comes out here and it doesn't stay in there. So it is a good thing because I'm not carrying it around, but I have zero memory of what I say sometimes. So anyway, Louise, I'll see you in a couple hours. Dizzy Stitches. Hello. I just love that name. It just makes me laugh every time I see it. Dizzy Stitches. Dizzy Stitches, you are sitting in number one. Number one is the spark of something new. You got a new project going on? You got something new, maybe new colors coming your way. But there's something new happening. You are into a whole new phase. The old doorway got closed and the new doorway's there, but it's not just you. There's other people and I see small people around you. So I don't know if you're teaching children to crochet or something to do with there's smaller children around you, and it's a new phase that these kids are gravitating to you. Are you a teacher? Are you something along that line? Because that is really what's coming in, and it's coming in very strongly of you are up here and there's little people around you and you're entering something brand new with these little people. So, and you're also sitting in the east, the northeast of victory. Victory, claim your victory. I've worked darn hard for where I am and what I'm doing, and I'm going to shine bright. I'm going to show people that it's okay to be happy about who you are and sit in the pride of where you've done and celebrate your accomplishments because all your accomplishments are really important to the world around you. So, thank you for that. Um, I was Hoping to see you today. Oh, thank you very much. And let's see what your card is today. Your card is control. So you're also sitting in a little bit of control today. I would advise you to let go of the control. Although it's important to keep control of a situation, also allow the fun factor, because don't be too caught up in the outcome and be more in the drifter. But I know that you need to control this situation because there are children around you for some reason, and these children need someone at the helm, right? We don't want Daffy Duck running the ship. But what I'm saying is do it, but do it with fun. Don't take the fun out of it when you're doing the control. Okay, that's your day today. Thank you so much. Beacon Lady, and thanks for the beautiful story as well. You're most welcome, Antrax. Tamara, you're welcome. Dizzy, Lizzie, hello. That resonates. Thank you. So, everyone, I think I got you all, and I hope I did. I hope you all had an awesome day. And so, remember, you can find me on a few spaces. I get people asking all the time, how do I find you? So, my email is info@shamanicreiki.ca. And my website is shamanicreiki.ca. And you can also get me on Facebook. I have a Facebook group called Shamanic Teaching and Healing Services. And you're most welcome to get a hold of me there. I've got all kinds of teachings, and I have an online program coming up. So if you're far away, oh, I got somebody new. If you're far away, then and you're looking for teachings, I do an online program, and it starts on October 1st. So we're gearing up for that, and I'm really looking forward to that as well. So check it out. I got all that kind of good stuff happening. So now two for I just hi. So you're the last one on here, two for. So here we go. You're sitting on 5, 10, 11, 12. 12 of the great sorry of the earth count is the universe. That is all the planets. So all the planets are lined up for you today. Actually, I see quite positive, and you've been kind of stuck. It's almost like I've been stuck, and now you're being able to move forward quite rapidly in this beautiful path that you're on. And you're sitting in pain today. So there's a little bit of pain involved, and it could be pain of letting go, of letting something go and releasing. That is kind of what you're sitting in today. And I'm going to do another one. And you are also sitting in postponement, putting off things. So don't put it off anymore. It's asking you to not put it off. You've been thinking about something, but you're a little bit afraid to move forward on it. And it's telling you now's the time to do it. Now's the time. It's safe. It's good. It's okay. And things will work out okay. You may have a couple stumbles, but things will work out okay. So go ahead and give it a go. Go with caution, but yeah, it's okay to go. Okay, I hope that helps you. I hope you have an awesome day, guys. And I'm out of here. For me, I'm boy, Luisha and I, we're just going to run through everything in this whole yard, and we're going to get coffee pots ready, and we're going to smudge our yard, and we're going to get everything just perfect, because tonight people start arriving, and tomorrow is my class, and I have a big giant sleepover. We have 14 students this year, and all 14 of them are camping over. So it's going to be awesome. And I thank everyone. Let's just be kind to each other. Let's just be kind to each other and not worry about all the gossip that goes around and all the other stuff that goes around. And trust me, I get people gossiping about me too. And you know what? We just got to let it go. Because if I allowed all that stuff to bother me, I'm going to allow them space in my head, and I'm going to prevent them, or I'm going to allow them to prevent me from moving forward and being happy. And I'm choose not to give that power away. So I love you, and have an awesome day, whatever you're doing. Aho.